Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Marcy. Thank you for clicking on that thumbnail. Always showing up, showing your girl some love. I'm always so close to the camera. I want to thank all of my new subscribers for coming over. I know a couple of people over on Instagram DM me, was like, oh, I follow you on YouTube. And you know, they just subscribed to Instagram just to watch me over there as well. So I appreciate you all and thank you all and welcome to the family, y'all. So today we have a fragrance haul. Some of these fragrances you have seen already in a couple of reviews, like I did single reviews, and some you have not seen, some I think I did anyway, we're going to be talking about some fragrances today that you may or may not have seen in one of my videos, but for the most part I don't think you guys have seen most of them. And we're going to talk about one fragrance that I have been longing and wanting for over the past, I think a month or month and a half. I heard about it, and I did mention on another video that it was on an Amouage site and it would not let me buy it. I attempted to create an account, like all of that. Finally, I found it about a couple weeks ago over on Twisted Lily, and I did a review over on Instagram first. Y'all, I'm not a trader, okay? And I am doing the review here now. And I've worn the fragrance for a couple of days now, so I can give you a thorough review and then some reactions as well to the fragrance, okay? All right, y'all. Anyway, please continue to like, comment, subscribe, turn on those notification bells, all that good stuff. You know, show your girl some love, and let's get on ahead with this fragrance haul, you guys. So the very first one we're going to talk about today is one that it's called, and not too many know about this fragrance house, but Tammy over at Tammy Loves Fragrances, she is always mentioning Cupids Bow. So on Valentine's Day, she said, I'm wearing Cupids Bow. This fragrance is by Darren Allen Parfums, and he's also over on Instagram, and he's an actual perfumer, an indie, I think he's considered an artisanal house perfumer. So anyway, this fragrance is called Cupids Bow. So there's chocolate in here, there's strawberry. You guys know that I'm such a gourmand lover. And there's rose in here. There's some sandalwood in here as well. And I think there's a couple of there's some citruses or bergamot or something in here as well. So basically this fragrance is pretty much chocolate, rose, vanilla. It's a chocolate, rose, vanilla, and strawberry scented fragrance. It came in this like cute packaging, you all. So this is the packaging, you know, basic box. It came in a satchel in the packaging. And it's a beast. So I'm not going to spray this right now because this lasts on your skin with moderate projection, like 8 to 10 hours. So do not overspray this. This performs like rosé all day, okay? And this is Cupids Bow by Darren Allen Perfumes. And you can actually find him either on Instagram, and he's also on Etsy as well, which is where I ordered my fragrance from. I really do like it. Now, it opens up, and Tammy said the same thing. She said it kind of smells like Dolce or Dulce Diablo in the opening because the cacao and the fruitiness. It is giving me that for about the first 5 minutes, but then it dries down to something completely different. A really rich chocolate strawberry rosy scent. There's a little bit of it's almost a little heady if you spray it too much, but if you spray it lightly, then it will perform. It will do what it's supposed to do, y'all. So it's beautiful, but the rose in here kind of reminds me of the rose in Portrait of a Lady. So if you take that rose, because you know in Portrait of a Lady, there's like the raspberry in the rose. So if you took that rose, that kind of like red vintage rose, and there's some strawberry and chocolate on it, you know, and some vanilla, that is what this is smell like. So it's a floral, I would consider this a ambery, it's very ambery, an ambery floral gourmand with a really rich decadent chocolate, y'all. It's beautiful. Where am I gonna wear this? I don't know yet, but it could be sexy. You can make this fragrance sexy, but it's nice. Cupids Bow. Anyway, y'all, I will link his Instagram site down below, and his Etsy site as well, okay? The next one we're going to talk about, and I purchased that one, you guys. That one was not gifted. This is Cafe Cabanel. I've had this for a while. I just actually forgot to include it in a review. But this, initially when I sprayed this, I was like, oh, it's too much cinnamon. And I was working with a sample. I actually had 2 samples from Lucky Scent. So when I rubbed it on my skin, I thought it was a bit too much. But I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna blind buy it, you know, because I do love a good coffee scent. I love a good creamy, caramelly coffee scent, and I love the note of cinnamon, you all. Like, cinnamon is everything to me. So I said maybe if it's too heavy, I will just do some layering. So I ordered this from RAFANAD, and I got an amazing deal. I love ordering from RAFANAD, and I will link them down below because RAFANAD, they appreciate their customers, you guys. Let me wipe off the bottom. I got 20% off on this. They don't even have 20% off on the actual Teo Cabinal site. So I got 20% off, and then they sent me over like 4 3 ml samples of really nice fragrances, really nice niche fragrances that I've always wanted to try, you all. So anyway, I love RAFANAD. I will link them down below because I love ordering from them, and the shipping is free, okay? And I think they're not in the US, they're from another country, but the shipping's free. If you subscribe and you purchase something before, you can get like 20% off. Most of the time they'll send you an invitation via email on top of a lot of amazing samples. And when they package the perfumes, they are absolutely nice, neat, very well put together, and the samples are bagged, labeled. They're also nice, and they're like, I think they're like 3 4 ml samples, you guys. Anyway, Cafe Cabinal, you get a little bit of that like creamy coffee with a spiciness in the vanilla. And I also get like a little bit of a lot of cinnamon still, but not as much as I did initially. I also get some orange peel as well from this fragrance, which makes it, it just like spices it up a little bit more, y'all. Anyway, this is amazing. Cafe Cabinal, get your nose on it. And I love the bottle. I don't like the clear bottle, so I was like, ooh, I need to get this bottle before they discontinue this bottle and change it, you guys. All right, so the next fragrance we're going to talk about one that I know you guys are waiting for, and I think I might put this one on my thumbnail, okay? So we will be talking about, it's not hyped, but everybody wants to know about this, and this is Amouage Guidance, y'all. I got my guidance. So I'm a bit excited that I did get my guidance. You already know. Can we talk about another fragrance really quick before we talk about guidance? So you guys already know I have La Perla Possibilities, right? I freaking love La Perla Possibilities. It's a hit or a miss, it seems like, because some people say they love it. Some people say they got a pickle. Some people say they didn't get anything. Some people say they couldn't smell it, which it is so hard to believe because the sillage, the performance on this baby right here is a beast. So, but I love it. Let me put this one down for a minute, y'all, okay? Be patient with me. There's like black currant, there's freesia, and yes, this is the part of the fragrance haul, okay? There's black currant, there's freesia, there's pink pepper, and the pink pepper I get a lot of. There's rose, there's some woody notes in here. It's just such a stunning, fresh, sexy, you know, just all around fragrance. And I was seriously thinking about like this could, if I had a signature scent, this would definitely be it. Possibilities. It gives me a little bit of that. It smells like there's jasmine inside. I smell jasmine. It doesn't list it, but I was saying that there's pepper, the pink pepper, maybe the pink pepper and the freesia also gives me kind of like Rouge Malachite, I think also has pink pepper inside, but I think it has orange blossom. This has orange blossom as well, but I'm getting a Rouge Malachite nuance. Very minimal, but the nuance is there in this fragrance. Rouge Malachite is my favorite tuberose fragrance. I'm not sure if there's tuberose in this fragrance, but I'm getting a jasmine in here, and there's a lot of jasmine in Rouge Malachite and that creamy orange blossom, and you get that in here, y'all. But anyway, this is stunning. I love it. If I ran out of La Perla Possibilities, I am buying another one. I will link my single review down below, you guys. Go watch it. I heard this was sold out everywhere. Travalia, I think is her name. She works at Nordstrom. It's sold out on the La Perla site. I want to see if I can, you know, figure out how to get Let the Dance Begin. I want to smell it. I'm not going to blind buy it. I want to test that one first before I buy it because it's another woody fragrance, a woody vanillic fragrance. So I'm not sure if I really want that one because I have so many other fragrances. With that, I think there's cardamom in there as well with that profile. I love cardamom as an amazing fragrance note. So I have a lot of perfume with cardamom inside. I actually think I did a cardamom review and I had over about 20 fragrances with a hefty note of cardamom inside. And then I forgot to put in my Jo Malone cardamom and mimosa. I'm like, how could I forget to do that when that's like a huge cardamom scented fragrance? But anyway, La Perla is a beast. I love it. I absolutely love it, okay? And get your nose on it. Sample it first because the masses like it and there's some people that don't like it. So take that with a grain of salt and, you know, go sample it, y'all, all right? I'm not telling y'all to blind buy nothing else, okay? Just because I do it, you guys don't do it, okay? Sometimes I'm willing to take the loss, but that's, you know, that's just how my life is made up, all right? So anyway, back to Guidance by Amouage. This is by Quentin Biche as well. You already know, like, Delina. He did another, what other fragrance that I have by Quentin Biche? Anyway, he has several fragrances that I have in my collection. So when I initially sprayed this fragrance, somebody said it was like beast mode and it lasts forever on skin. So when I initially sprayed this fragrance, my review over on Instagram, when I initially sprayed it, y'all, why did I get possibilities? I got possibilities. And then I went back and I watched the review that Sharita did. And Sharita actually said the same thing. She was like possibilities because I had no idea that Sharita said this. So after I after I did my review, I went back and I was YouTubing and seeing who reviewed possibilities. And I watched Sharita's review and she said the same thing. I was like, so I'm not crazy, okay? So it does give you that scent of possibilities in here. I don't know if it's the rose, excuse me, that's giving you that scent. If it's the airiness of the fragrance, I'm not sure what it is, but whatever is in here, in the opening more, in the opening mainly, but in the mid and the dry down, pretty much no. But there's something in here in the opening that gives me possibilities, okay? Which I absolutely love, you know, okay? Because I love possibilities. So anyway, in this fragrance, Amouage, there's pear, there's osmanthus, there's akigala wood, there's rose, there's some woody notes, there's vanilla in here, there's hazelnut in here as well. You do get, initially I wasn't really getting a pear. I was getting a very fresh tropical fragrance, a scent. But I guess it smells like juicy pear, you know? So in the opening, that's when you get all the juiciness. So initially when I sprayed this, I got a woody rose. I got a it's almost like there was freesia in here, but I think it's the osmanthus that's making it super fresh. So it's the osmanthus and the pear and the saffron in here, you guys. So I get the saffron. I got all those three in the opening of this fragrance, which was amazing. So I was like, ooh, I'm getting possibilities. So that saffron, osmanthus, and rose and pear I got in the opening. So fresh, so princess, so ethereal, so fairy. It was almost like fairy dust, almost like possibilities, you know? So as it started to dry down, it became like a really, almost a tart woody rose. The rose is not heavy. It's almost like a field of dewy pink baby roses. It's really pretty. So we'll probably talk about this fragrance more than any of the ones that we have here right now. So yeah, bear with me, okay? So it was very woody. It got really woody, not a dirty wood, but a very clean woody scent. And then it started to get, like 10 minutes later, it started to get a little creamy. And then towards the end, it got a little powdery. So, but it's like a mixture of creamy and powdery. You got a little nuttiness, or more of a hazel, a light, very light hazel nuttiness in the opening in the mid, but then that dried down. So I didn't smell it. That nuttiness turned a little more creamy and woody for me. But basically the gist of this fragrance, it is a little musky. It's not too musky. It's not like Narciso Rodriguez musky, but you do get a really clean, fresh musk in the opening, almost like possibilities, slightly musky, airy, fresh. very sparkling and like bubbly, effervescence. You know, that's the word that you get in the opening. You get a lot of effervescence when you spray this. But anyway, it ends up drying down to a beautiful vanillic woody rose, a creamy vanillic woody rose with some pear, with some fruitiness. It is beautiful, okay? Now, I did wear this around people, and let me tell you the story, y'all. So, you know, it performs on my skin. It lasted about 8 hours on my clothes. Let me see if I still smell it, y'all. I went into work and then I left, okay? So anyway, this fragrance lasts, it lasts about, I would say, 8 hours total. On skin, I would probably say with decent projection and performance, about 6 hours. So I would say the max 8 hours. But this transitions. So on your skin, you must spray this on your skin. Like I said, it basically transitions to a really fresh, floral, fruity fragrance, very effervescent and sparkling and juicy. And then it dries down to like a creaminess, a creamy vanillic woody rose, and then it gets a little powdery, but you still have that musky, woody, sweet rose, fresh, fruity rose in the end. The rose is not beast. It is very subtle and almost kind of hides in the background a little bit. But what I do get is the saffron, you know, which also makes a little like sparkling rosy as well. You know, you definitely get the saffron in here. I love saffron, so I know it's like with my eyes closed. So I guess it would be my eyes closed because I'm smelling it, right? Yes. So, yeah, but it's beautiful. It's not sexy to me. This fragrance it performs well. It is very pretty. It is very beautiful. This is like a wedding day fragrance. This is a church, I'm going to church and I'm looking beautiful type fragrance. This is a I'm going to meet my mother-in-law or my in-law type fragrance. This is, to me, this is not a date night fragrance. It is not a I'm hanging out with my girls, I'm going to a party, or to go hear a live band or a concert. That is not what this is. It's not sexy enough. This is very delicate, as in like the notes. You smell very ethereal, you smell princessy, you smell pretty, you smell very delicate and dainty. You know, like maybe Kate would wear this, or maybe, you know, Lady Diana. Well, she was a little spicy, so I don't think she would probably wear this. She'd wear more of possibilities. Diana would be possibilities, and Kate would be more of guidance. Yeah, so yeah, this is a very beautiful fragrance, and I'm actually glad that I do have it in my collection. Yes, after wearing it a couple more times, it is giving me a little more than it did give me upon first impressions. But yeah, I love it. It's not an obsession. It's not a, oh, it's stunning. It's gorgeous. It is, but it is very pretty. I did mention on Instagram, if I bought a sample of it, would I have purchased a full bottle? Probably not right away, but maybe later on down the line, because I do want to get into the House of Amouage as well. But yeah, anyway, we're gonna stop talking about guidance. It's beautiful. I do recommend it if you are looking for something surrounded by what I spoke about, but get your nose on it. It's gorgeous. It's pretty, y'all. So yeah, it's beautiful. All right, guidance. All right, so the next one we're going to talk about is one that it was a bit of a disappointment, okay? And this is God of Fire by, I have the original Stefan Humbert Lucas Sol de Jetta. So I have that one. And initially I got a sample of Mango Kiss. I did not buy Mango Kiss because I got more lemon, more leather, more creaminess, I got more from Sol de Jetta with the citruses. So Mango Kiss, it wasn't enough mango for me, and it wasn't enough for me. I'm like, where's the Sol de Jetta plus the mango? You know, I expected it to be bright, but it wasn't. So I said, I'm just gonna layer my mango skin, which is the best mango fragrance that I absolutely have. I'm gonna layer that with Sol de Jetta and get exactly what I want. And that's what I did a couple times, and it was amazing, okay? Anyway, God of Fire. So I love the bottles. I'm a sucker for a cute bottle. okay? The color of the bottle is what got me. You know, the fact that I do love a beautiful snake, you know? Anyway, I heard this fragrance had a really beautiful mango note. It is nice. It is nice. It makes me sneeze. The couple times that I did wear it, I kept sneezing, not just in the beginning, but for the first couple of hours, I just had these random sneezes. This fragrance for me, I thought it would be sweeter than it actually was. It is like a fresh, bitter, tart mango. Yeah, with some citruses and some woodiness. And that is what I got. And I was like, what? Excuse me? So I was just, you know, yes, light florals. It almost smelled a little boozy to me. Yeah, it smells like rum. And you know what this is giving me? And I almost forgot until I smelled it right now. You know, so I'm glad I did sniff it. This is giving me, almost gave me Malibu in the opening. With the rum, the lime, you know, the booziness. But when I smelled it, I said, this smells like a watered down Tales from Zanzibar. I love freaking, if you don't know who Memoirs of a Perfume Collector's House is, you need to get to know them. Tales from Zanzibar knocked Malibu out of the box, okay? I love Tales from Zanzibar. There's coconut, there's lime, there's ambergris, there's, I think it's called a transparent oud in there. It's a stunning, there's guava, there's red fruits, there's a candied note in there. Y'all, Tales from Zanzibar is my top 10 fragrance, is in my top 10 fragrance for life, okay? It is just that amazing. So anyway, it's amazing, it's stunning. So anyway, that is what this is giving me, but Tales from Zanzibar is beast. It's an EDP, but it performs like an extrait, y'all. So anyway, get your nose on Tales from Zanzibar. If you like this, you're gonna be head over heels with Tales from Zanzibar, you guys. This is nice. It's nice. It barely made the Santa Claus nice list, okay? Tales from Zanzibar can get it all, okay? But this fragrance, Tammy said she got a sample of this fragrance, or she has an atomizer. Also, Dapper, which is a inspirational or dupe fragrance house, whatever you want to call it. Dapper, me and Tammy had a meetup, and she bought the Dapper version of this. And she said, tell me which one is which. Within a couple of minutes, within a minute, I say less than a couple minutes, I already knew which one was God of Fire after smelling it. I was like, I was smelling it. I was like, oh, this one smells real good, but it's sweet, and it's giving me sweet mango, and it's this and that. And I smelled the other one. I was like, I smell a raw, unripened, like juicy still, but just a raw, unsweetened mango, which it was God of Fire, you know, boozy. But this other one by Dapper, y'all, I'm going to list it below. I fell in love with Dapper's fragrance, Dapper's inspired fragrance with God of Fire. Not to mention, so I have some of Dapper's fragrances coming. Not to mention, I smell Baby Cat. Y'all, Dapper's Baby Cat was spot on and even a little better. I was impressed. You know, I was like, why did I not know about Dapper a long time ago? Not that I buy a bunch of dupe fragrances anyway, but Dapper, Baby Cat, and God of Fire, and I heard their Sweetie Oud was good, and so I ordered like a ton. So I'm going to be doing a review on that fragrance house, because most of the fragrances I actually do have samples, or I have the actual fragrance, you all. So anyway, it's nice, it's boozy, it's mango, it's clear, this is transparent to me. It's very light, it's not beast mode. I'm not gonna say light, it's like moderate. But it lasts about maybe 6 hours max on me. But I was just not very impressed with this fragrance. I'm impressed with the bottle more than I am with the fragrance, you guys. But anyway, it's nice. If you don't want a sweet mango fragrance, if you want more of a tart, airy, slightly boozy, maybe like a white rum with some mangoes that are not too sweet, or like, you know, partially sweet, then you might want to get this, okay? And the bottle's gorgeous. Anyway, enough of that. So the next one we're going to talk about is of the Immortals, and this is in collaboration with Curly Scent and Zaharoff. The bottle is gorgeous. It's stunning. I did a review on Instagram if you follow me. Now, of the Immortals, when I initially smelled it from the nozzle, it was giving me cardamom, you know, and it was also giving me a little nuance of Minway Demi, Changing Constants, Raised Spirited. So it's giving me a little bit of that, but I think it's the booziness of the fragrance. So there's vanilla, there's a ton of sandalwood, and there's no cardamom in here. There's bergamot in here. I think there's some other citruses in here as well. There's cognac in here. There's rum in here. There's vanilla, there's praline, there's caramel in here, and there's coconut in here. So some people say this fragrance smells a little synthetic to them. I kind of get that a little bit, but I think it's there's honey in here. It's a combination, I think, of the coconut and the woody notes that they're smelling. But anyway, I love it. It's not a super sweet. I thought it would be sweeter than you know, based on the notes, the praline, the caramel, you know, the vanilla, all the booziness, you know, all the alcohol. Yeah, it almost looked like a little flask too, huh? It does look like a flask. So, but this is like one of my favorite bottles. It's gorgeous. So, it's stunning, y'all. It's gorgeous. I love it. And the little snake here, you know, and the way that they made this in cursive down here. Like, I love the bottle. So, but I didn't buy it for the bottle. I bought it for the notes, y'all. I did blind buy it. And I don't love it, but I really like it because I thought it would be a little sweeter. But you know what I did? I did add Tehota when I wore it a couple times. I threw Tehota on top of it once, and then I threw my Mazzolari's Vanilla with the caramel and the vanilla on top of it the second time. And it was a really pretty fragrance. It gave me the sweetness that I wanted. But this is definitely unisex. It lasts about 6 hours. I didn't get a super long longevity. The projection is moderate. The performance is moderate. Yeah, so I did overspray it though. I sprayed it about, I think, 12 to 15 times like I always do. I spray most of my fragrances aside from Delina, Oud for Greatness, you know, all those heavy things. They get maybe like 4 or 5 sprays max, and that's it. And maybe Oud for Greatness may get 2 or 3. Okay. But anyway, I did spray it about 12 to 15 times. So it gave me moderate pretty much across the board. And like I said, you really get a woody, coconutty, cardamom, vanillic smell. There's a little bit of animalicness to this fragrance, and I think that's coming from the honey. I think that's in there and the coconut mixture, but actually I really like it. Like I said, it's unisex. If you don't like gourmands, then you would still like this. If you want to try something slightly sweetened, then you would like this. So get your nose on it, but I would definitely say sample this first. This is not a safe blind buy, but when I do wear it, I will probably most likely be layering because I just need a little more sweetness, y'all. All right. So this is of the Immortals by Zaharoff in collaboration with Curly Scents. Andrea at Curly Scents, y'all. All right, so the next one we're going to talk about is Techno. This is my guy, Zernel Guiley. Follow him over on Instagram. Amazing. If you love disco, you're going to love Techno. In here, you have some leather, some suede. You have saffron. You have like a bunch of fruits in here. I think there's red fruits in here as well, too. There's bergamot. There's a ton of notes in here. This is so good, y'all. It's so good. It's so good. Techno is amazing. You can wear this fragrance all year long. It's unisex. It's sweet though, slightly sweetened. So if you don't like sweeter fragrances, then I would say stay away from this. Maybe you want to try disco instead of Techno. But y'all, Techno, oof, y'all. You need it. You need this in your life, seriously. Man, woman, like Sheree says, man, woman, boy, child. You need Techno in your life, y'all. This is gorgeous, amazing. Techno by Zernel Guiley, I think it's pronounced. Get your nose on it. All right, so the next one we're going to talk about is by the house of Attilia. I think I'm not sure if I put Nuda Veritas in here, but anyway, I purchased Nuda Veritas as well if I didn't speak about it in a haul, but I did do an Atelier des Ors review with 4 or 5 fragrances inside, and I didn't put this one in there. So anyway, this is Blanc Polychrome. So this, you know, I'm not gonna lie, okay, I'm not gonna lie. I wanted this gold bottle. I did. So I was looking at fragrance notes when it came to these gold bottles. I have the red one, I have the white one, I want a blue one now, and then I'll be done, y'all. But no, the blue one, I don't need any more freshies, so I'm just gonna stick with these, y'all. The bottles are gorgeous. The gold flakes inside are gorgeous. Anyway, I figured I love this because there's some fruity notes in here. This is more of citruses, bright citrus. Somebody said this smelled like lemon pledge. Somebody else said it was a very screeching citrus note. I get that. In the opening, it's very bright, like super bright, like lemon on steroids, you know? But yeah, you get the freshness. It's more of a lemon lime, very effervescent, fresh fruitiness, but you get that beast lemon in here. There's ambrette, there's ambergris, I think there's muskmallow in here. Yeah, so it's clean. So I can see someone saying that this smells like lemon pledge or whatever they said. Yeah, but that dries down. But you get, it's citruses. It's a beast. I layered this with my Baccarat Rouge 540 because I wanted it to be a little sweeter. But I love the opening, you know? You know, as it dries down, it becomes a little woody. It smells like a lemon head. I don't know if you've ever had a lemon. That's exactly what this smells like. Because you get some sweetness, you get the tartness, you get the really bright, like tart lemon in here. It smells like you rubbed, you just took a bath in like wet lemon heads, y'all. So I don't know if you're from the hood or wherever you're from, if you know of lemon heads, but a lemon head is a really tart, sour, almost sugared lemon candy on the outside with a hard lemon candied ball in the inside. So a lot of the times people will suck the sour outside off and then the inside is sweet. But this smells just like a lemon head, y'all. So yeah, my brain just clicked. Like, what does this smell like? It's not giving me pledge. It's giving me lemon heads, okay? Because it doesn't smell chemical like pledge, or it doesn't smell like, you know, it doesn't smell like a chemical. It smells like a lemon, a citrusy lemon candy with a little musk and some like brightness from the ambergris. Y'all, anyway, I love this. I layered it with Baccarat Rouge, and ooh, I got compliments, okay? I got 3 or 4 compliments that day. You smell really fresh. You smell sweet, a little citrusy. You smell very airy. This is a great fragrance for the summer only. I wouldn't even say for the spring. Summer, I am going to be wearing this all the time, wearing alone and coming up with different layers. It's a beast, y'all. The performance is amazing. But if you want to smell like lemon heads, y'all, get your nose on this. Like I said, it's bright. It's very surprising in the opening, but just give it a couple seconds, not even a whole minute, you know, maybe like 10 seconds, y'all. It's gorgeous. It's beautiful. And you get that, you know, you get that freshness from the ambergris and almost like another 13 mixed with a lemon head, you know, those fresh florals, the muskiness, you know. Like the ISO-y super almost, you know. It's beautiful, y'all. Blanc Polychrome. Get your nose on it. I'm tired of talking about it, okay? So I did get this baby, Yara. And I said I was going to get rid of it, but I'm going to keep it for reviews. But I'm not going to wear this, you guys. It's nice. It's really nice. It's powdery. It's a powdery, lemony, musky, floral vanilla. I get maybe like some really, it's woody too, you know. It's pretty. It's very pretty. And it only costs like $25, you know. And it lasts about 4 hours. It's not a beast, you know. But this is a very juvenile fragrance to me. This will be good. Maybe you want to take it on vacation. You don't want to take any of your expensive bottles, you know. Maybe you want to wear this around the house on the day that you're running errands or washing clothes, or maybe wear it to bed. You want to smell pretty for your boo going to bed, you know, but this is a really nice fragrance. It wasn't beast mode on me. It was moderate all around, but like I get a powdery vanilla. There's lemon in the opening. There's some rose, and it's a little woody. It doesn't smell like anything I have in my collection. I would say around the Delina realm, maybe one of the, kind of like the Delina realm, a little bit, the original Delina, but more powdery, you know? Yeah, but it's pretty. So Yara, it's definitely worth the price. But like I said, am I going to reach for this? Probably not. I bought one for my daughter and my sister, and they love it, okay? Anyway, get your nose on it. Yara, Latafa. The next, a couple more, and then y'all, we're done, okay? And I think my voice is cracking because I'm getting tired. So anyway, I watched Jazz and Keitra, Fab Finds and Trends by Keitra. And they were talking about Amir Oud, and they're over in Texas, and they talked about Jazz love Glamour more, Keitra loves Sweet Musk. Well, I love Sweet Musk. It's musky, it's fruity, it's floral, it's good, you all. It's sexy. It's sensual, y'all. If you love a really very unique musk, you know, actually it's almost giving me, just say you wanted a herba pura without the heavy musk, a little more feminine, but the musk in here is different. The musk in here is sexy and it's feminine, but it's giving me a little bit of herba pura vibes, you know, but sweeter, more with the red berries, you know, or not really with the, well, with the tropical fruits, but maybe give me more raspberry or, you know, or strawberry. But y'all, Sweet Musk is amazing. I love this. And this is something that it was like almost addicting. I wore this like 3 days in a row. And I was like, let me stop wearing Sweet Musk because I'm wearing this fragrance out. Y'all, this video is long. It's like 36 minutes and 37. I need to hurry up. So anyway, I love Sweet Musk. Now, this one was giving me more of like a bubblegummy tuberose, like Linter D, marshmallowy, powdery, almost like a dusty, oh yeah, not really, I guess a little bit of Linter D, but it's giving me the dust off of a bubble gum, you know, with some florals. It's still beautiful. Both are beautiful, but I love them. Okay, I love them both. I do love them. I more than just really like them. I love them both, but I am in love with Sweet Musk, y'all. Sweet Musk is bomb. It's good. Get your nose on it. It's totally worth it, and I think they're less than like, they're like $89, this one. And it came with like a little oil, like a 15 ml oil as well. But yeah, they're in Texas. Amir Oud, I did a reel on them, but they never responded. So I found that a bit odd, being that they're a new fragrance house, you know. So yeah, I'll go find them. Amir Oud, Sweet Musk, and Glamour. I love Sweet Musk more. Last two, I thought those were the last two. This is by Mason Alhambra. I already talked about the peach fragrance and the cherry fragrance. I love both of those. They're really good. And for the price, $22, you can't beat it. This one is Tobacco Vanille, supposedly. Tobacco Vanille, it's nice. This is a beast, y'all. I sprayed this and it literally lasted 10 hours on my hand. It's spicy, it's ambery, it's tobacco, it's vanilla. But in here you get more of like, I get dates. I get really rich dried fruits in here more. And I get a lot of cinnamon. It's not as sexy and as smooth as Tobacco Vanille, but it's definitely worth $22. And y'all, this fragrance lasts for days on days, especially on your clothes, you know? I ordered this from Fragrance Buy, but you definitely, I do like this one more than, what is it, Camra. It's around that Camra, between like Camra and Tobacco Vanille. So it's a good one for the price, y'all. It's a really good one, and it's a beast, and it gives you Tobacco Vanille with extra dates and rich plum fruits or something, y'all, dried fruits. The next one is Rose Petals. Now, initially when I sprayed this one, I was like, oh, it's green. It's green and woody. I got rose, and I got green. You do get a fresh greenness, a really tart, like a tart pink rose, and you get greenness and you get woodiness, but then it dried down. And I didn't give it time to dry down. It did dry. Now, it's not, what is the fragrance by Tom Ford that's in the pink bottle? Rose. I can't even remember, you guys. Anyway, you know what Tom Ford fragrance this looks like. I don't know why I can't think of it. Maybe it's my brain's fatigue. Anyway, but it smells similar, but it's not as spicy as Tom Ford's Rose Prick. There we go. Rose Prick. It's not as spicy as Rose Prick, you guys. So, but it's nice, okay? I like it. In the opening, it's a little abrasive with the greenness and the rose and the stems, but I really like it. For $22, I love it, okay? Get your nose on it. It can be beat. You can buy somebody a whole fragrance collection for less than $100. You can get them Tobacco Vanille, Rose Petals, Rose Cherie, and you can get them Bright Peach, okay? Because they're all $22. Free shipping on Fragrance Buy, and I don't even know why I'm telling you guys that, because Fragrance Buy is not giving me anything, not paying me, not a sample, nothing, okay? Anyway, y'all, bye. This is a long fragrance haul. I talked about Guidance and La Perla a lot. But anyway, y'all, go on to the world, spread amazing sillage, do good, be good, all that good stuff. And I'm so happy this is done so I can put these babies up, never to return at this point to this table again. All right, bye-bye. Love you all.